I've always used that you can take with you.
Okay.
I'll put them on your wheels, and there's a leveling indicator in the corner there that levels, shows you whether you're leveling left or right. It's right over here.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's level. Yeah.
You want to get it reasonably level, because if you operate the camper where it's really like leaning this much that way or that way or that way or that way, if you operate the refrigerator will jam up.
Okay.
So the refrigerator needs the camper relatively level.
Okay.
Okay. So then next step is to chock the wheels. So we need to get in there. You can store your stuff wherever you want. But I've always stored my stuff in there. So let's grab some of these. Now we know that camper's not going to go anywhere, so we can unhook it from the vehicle. We're going to have
Power.
your electrical control line. We're going to have a breakaway switch. What this does is, if for some reason the camper disconnected from the vehicle, this pulls the switch here and applies the camper brake, so the camper will stop by itself.
Okay.
And then we have safety chains. We'll go over how to hook those up later. And there's a pin here. This comes up to release from the ball. And we have the jack. Pull out here, turn it. So then once you're up, you gotta move the vehicle away a few feet because this bed will slide out and hit the vehicle. So I'll move the vehicle.
So he said he put bike racks up there. Lauren Coleman and Decker, 3 dogs and 3 humans.
Leveling jack over here, the bubble needs to be in the middle. So usually, this is my wife's watching that usually. It'll just tell me when it's level.
Okay.
All right. I don't know what's next in my instructions.
Mom.
I know what I usually do, but I want to see what I wrote. Oh yeah, good. If you're going to be using the awning, let's see. Yeah. So next thing to do is lift. Let's go ahead and open this door up here. That's around key. And then you just turn. You got to like push in. Same thing. Latch. Push in and latch. Like that. To relock it, you push it in. Push it when you turn. Not that. Push in the door. There you go. I usually have stored like those boards I use for leveling. I've always stored them right in here,
Okay.
so I can get to them and get to the spot,
Right.
and so forth. Okay. Next thing is to raise it, and there's 4 latches in each corner. You raise those. Now, do you want to do yawning? See how it's
Is
done?
it pretty self-explanatory?
Fairly self-explanatory.
Yeah, let's do it just in case.
Okay.
Lori's like, yes.
She's shaking her head because she wants to know how to work the awning.
Yeah.
It's not like she's ever gonna do any of this.
The awning is definitely a two-person. It's a two-person job. So inside here is a crank.
Okay.
So who wants to be the strong person
Troy.
here?
Oh, great.
Muscles McGee.
I'll do it. I like the crank things.
So let's just crank it up maybe a few, like 6 inches. Yeah, really fast when you have motors here.
There.
Okay,
That's why he
perfect.
works out.
Let's see, go up about 3 more inches because we got to get you something. To
It's crazy how much goes in there.
Tell me when.
2 more inches.
Just get a cordless drill.
That's what he was saying.
That's
There's
good.
something you can do
Okay.
to crank it.
Oh, the poles. Where were they stored at?
They're right in
in
there.
between.
I
Okay.
just put over here on this side.
Okay.
They used to store in this bag up here,
Yeah.
but since the zipper's ripped out on the bag,
Don't trust it.
it's easier to put those inside.
Okay.
So now we just
That-
want
that
to.
way or this way?
This is a 2-person job. Who wants to help me?
Troy
Steph?
can.
No?
Troy, you need to learn how to do this. I'll watch.
You're the one that's so proactive about a new toy.
She's still gonna be saying the same thing in 20 years, Troy. She'll be like, "No, you do it. I'll watch."
Well, it started on day 1.
Of marriage or dating?
Dating.
How long have you been married?
Since May 11th?
6 months almost, right? May, June, July, August.
In dog
September,
years, that'd be a
October.
lifetime.
5 months.
This thing's a pain to steer if it's windy out there. I just usually tilt it like this and let it rain out.
Okay.
Float it.
Makes sense.
And then the way the bars work,
They just pop in.
I think they need to be set to about second one in, if I remember right.
Second one in.
Kind of go from here. No, second one. All the way.
All the way?
That one. There we go. 2-person job.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So, all right here is this little strap up here.
Oh, I see.
See it?
Yep.
Kind of just holds it. And then.
Oh, up there. Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, let's switch out. Okay.
And then you can raise, each of us can raise this up a little. Like. How much you want. It's somewhere in there. Oh, it's on the outside.
Which one are you on? I have it on the third one.
This one you can go out to however high you want. So,
I have it second from the top.
and then you would just secure these. There's 2 nails in there.
Okay.
Normally you just secure those down.
That's pretty easy.
But if it's not windy, you just tilt it out like this.
Okay.
Okay, now you take the rest way up.
Where is he? You get it. It's on the back side. I can remember I press the
I
button.
think it's on this side, right?
There it is. Nice. All the way up.
Yep. We'll just do the outside ones for now.
This is where you're opening yours for us.
Honey, that would have been open already.
You want to learn how to crank?
No, you can.
No, you should learn.
When it gets tough to turn, don't try to force it anymore. You'll know when you get there. It's still kind of top. And you'll see it's just pretty top right here.
That one? I just That's how you take it from the house. There you go.
That's it. Okay, now, I think next is stabilizers down, right?
Level camper.
One thing they
flat.
told me when I bought the campers, they said never raise it up and down if the stabilizers are down. Because
Yeah.
once you put the stabilizers down, they told me it can torque the frame or something, and it could damage the lift mechanism. So,
Okay.
so next step is
Stabilizers down.
stabilizers down. Now what I did, what I learned early on, is these stabilizers came with these sand pads on every one.
Yeah.
I took them off because they added an inch,
Okay.
and there's a clearance issue. You know, it's easy to drag if you get on a rough road or a rutted road somewhere. These things can catch the ground and drag. So I took them off. You can put them back on if you want.
Okay.
You got
I
these-
like to use, I
those
have some
boards are
boards over there, and I
perfect,
usually
yeah.
just put a board underneath each one.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
So I usually go down. Make contact, maybe another half turn.
Okay, another half turn. Steph, did you hear that?
What's that?
Said make contact and give it another half turn.
Okay. Are you not putting these down?
You know what they're for.
I use these little boards.
Oh, okay.
Those I use for leveling. So sometimes if I'm out leveling, I'm trying to level the camper.
Do you use that on the front?
Yeah, I might have to make a little ramp, you know, like this.
Right.
Get going or something like that to get up. So I just have short boards and long boards to do that with.
Gotcha.
But then I'll use these little ones as if you're on dirt or something. All right, so this is hands-on training.
All right, I'll go next.
Put it with the boards.
You said once you feel it, go another half turn.
Half turn after contact. I don't know what she's doing.
Nice.
Without him, Cal hasn't gotten this
Here.
chance.
No, let Lori do it.
Okay, Lori, you
Look at her. She's like,
Right, it's already left.
just don't get.
Lucy.
Just knock you.
That's how I have to remember that. I have to say that in my head every
Now,
time.
if you're just at home and you're setting up at home, getting ready to go on a trip or something, you don't really need to put the front ones down. It's not going to tip forward a lot because of this level. Yeah. But I was out camping in Moab one time and some friends and one guy was there with his. So that gets stored back in here when you're done with it. And he forgot to put down his rear stabilizers, and there's a big windstorm that day. And we came back from our bike ride, his camper just sitting on its rear end.
Oh,
that
no.
would suck.
How many of you did that? It take to fix that?
I don't know. I think he lucked out. He didn't do much damage. Before we slide the beds out,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and turn the gas on. So that's in here.
Side clamps.
Let me show you this. This is important. This was actually added as a recall from this camper. This little thing here.
Oh, got a pin for you.
And gas is turned on. Okay. You might want to switch to this tank for your trip tonight. I think this one has more gas.
If not, we got a
Yeah,
pretty
we have
full
a full
propane
one.
You have
tank
a tank?
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We keep a couple of rotating. So was it the
Yeah,
recall?
what happened was they discovered that these covers were flying off.
Yeah, I was gonna say the wind
When,
was just.
yeah, and so this was added as a recall item,
Okay.
and this actually has happened where I've gotten. This will keep that cover from flying away.
You're getting high winds. I mean, it'll just get up in there and rip it off.
No,
won't it?
I've had it. There's been a couple times where I was driving at really high freeways, and there's a crosswind or something, and I get out and sure enough, this thing's loose, kind of hanging off a little bit. And if it wasn't for this thing, it would have been gone.
Gotcha.
All right. So I usually just pull out the canvas here and on the other side before we slide the bed out. So then we just pull the bed out. And then down here you'll see 2 bars. And get over here, you gotta lift up with your back on that one, and the other one goes in there. Lots of fun, huh?
Perfect.
Now
Makes
this
sense.
is much easier with 2 people. I'll do this one and you two get to do the other side by yourself. Take that, try to slide this bar up, grab this corner, pull it over, in. Then come over here, on your side opposite me. You see this little hook? Yeah. Find that Velcro, hook it on there. And you can tuck that little flap in underneath too.
You see that one? Look at Troy's side.
Perfect. And then there's 7 more places to attach this around the edge.
Okay. All the way around.
2 on each side and 3 on the end. So you do all those and close the canvas down.
Here, do these 2 right here. Do that one, Kyle. Over to your, there you go. Right here.
No, it's on this one. You just.
Alright, other side.
Other side.
Are you coming around?
Other side's a little different the way the bars go. Bars will go down and hook over these 2. Bolts. Yeah, so one slide her out. And no one's allergic to dogs, right? 'Cause there's
No, we
still
all
a
have
tiny
dogs.
We all
bit of
have
dog-
dogs.
There's still a tiny bit of dog in it. The bars first. Support bars on each one. Then you'll have to push up your back.
Yeah, where's it going to though?
It's going to go in here. So this one you got to bring down around here.
Right.
Look up. There you go.
This is square.
It's going to come this way and over.
Troy, you might have to do this part.
Watch your hands. There you go. You know, watch your hands. Don't put your hands there.
That might be a Troy task.
All right. You can do the canvas. Do you need water yet?
Huh?
Alright.
What did I write down next? Secure Velcro near Velcro near. I guess that's just around here. So there's like Velcro on each corner here. You can kind of just make sure it's
Press it down.
attached. Okay, dinette's not Rex, right?
Yep.
Let me show you something before we slide the dinette out. Sometimes, you know, how you want to store it. In fact, you guys, you just take a picture of the inside here right now. And see where everything's, you know.
I was gonna give you my thumbprint so you could.
Sometimes I will do this a little different.
Hey, take a look. So, cushions in there. Yep.
This way before. I'll put this here. That right? Yeah. I've done this. Try to, you I've done this where I'll put this here.
Oh, because you have to move everything off the top.
Yeah. So everything slides too.
And when I do that, I get both of these storage bins free.
Okay.
Which is good.
But if you do this, do it this way where you put this here.
Uh-huh.
You want to make sure you remove this first before you slide out this thing so you don't scratch it or tear it or something.
Okay.
Okay, so slide that out. Like a puzzle.
I know. So far, it's not bad.
So the way this works, the latch is open, turn. And I think you gotta lift a little. No, I guess you don't have to lift there, you have to lift at the end. So you pull it all the way out. Now let someone else do it. So at the very end, you'll feel it kind of dropping. Maybe lift a little bit and latch in place. See, now it's not going anywhere. Same thing when you put it away later. You have to lift it up. Whoa. Down on the drawer. Okay. Okay. I probably have that in the wrong order. We should do the inside door first. At this point, things aren't so important that you do them in a certain order. You can start kind of doing whatever you want here.
You can come in if you want.
Yep.
Since Troy's out there. And that's okay.
Alright, yeah, don't want to pinch the hose here.
Yeah, so this is, just grab this, lift it up, watch the hoses going in.
Yeah. I remember last week when you did that and you had to tuck it in.
Mhm.
So it's below there's Snoopy.
Good.
Yep, you're good. Okay, okay. Now, let's put the door in next. Because we have to do the door before we can put that up. Okay, you want to be inside to watch this.
Let me scoot it there.
This is the worst part.
Is it?
There's a little latch here
Right.
that holds the door. There's a couple snaps here. Hold it up. A couple pieces of foam that came with it when we bought it. I guess it provides some protection against vibration or something.
Yep.
So this is probably the hardest part of the whole camper setup.
Oh, okay, that explains.
Goes down in the slot, pushes down. There's a latch up here,
Oh, yeah.
latch over here, and then you Velcro.
Oh, yes.
That's the part I did the most. Setting that thing. You open the window. Okay, now, what do I have next?
Next you have, so you did the dinette, install the door.
Yep.
You did the boat, okay. Install the support bars.
Support bars, yeah, okay. So, you can snap those up out of your way if you want. So this goes up. Underneath over here. Oh, the other thing I recommend is close these curtains before you close up the camper, just so they don't bunch up too much. Bar over here on this side for this one. Goes in a hole up there, pushes out there, latches on.
Right.
Similar, there's one long one like this for each bed.
Oh, yeah.
It goes in a hole down there, comes up here.
Pushing in.
Oh, okay.
This way?
Yeah.
To get warm in here, I'm gonna open a window.
Yep. Here, push it.
Short.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little support bar under there. What was it?
Yeah.
This is for the kitchen. So
Ah, yes.
this is a U-shaped door. This one's a little tricky. You see, obviously you want the hole this way.
Right there. Yeah.
It's got to actually go and grab it over there, Stephanie. You got to push it up in first, and then put it down into the hole.
Makes sense.
And then,
Yeah.
I'll leave this up to the shortest person here.
yep. There you go.
You've been working out. Good job, honey.
Now what? What's up next? She's like our instructor.
Unscrew sink drain.
Oh, okay, that's out there.
You did the install the kitchen ceiling bar, right?
Yeah, everything's all the bars.
And then after the unscrew sink drain plug, it's fill water tank.
Okay, so that the water tank's already filled, but okay, out here.
Oh, God,
Yeah, I had to teach my kids. First thing we taught our kids was don't let the door slam. And if they did, they had to come out here and 10 times practice opening and closing doors without it slamming. It's amazing how quickly they learn not to let the door slam.
No, that's a good way to go.
I can imagine.
I'm actually
I
gonna
feel like
remember
Papa probably told me the same thing with their camper.
Probably.
This is a sink drain down here. There's a cap underneath here, like it's just
Oh, okay.
and you're not supposed to drain your water on the ground. So you usually have a pail, unless you're out in the boonies where you know no ranger or somebody's gonna come look at you. And,
Not because it's just.
and I usually would when you just pour the water out in a porta potty. I mean like a pit toilet or something. Or a lot of times that's the water I use to put the campfire out with.
Exactly. Yeah.
Take it, and, put the campfire out with it. Okay. Now what's after the draining pail? We fill it with water and we.
Fill water tank, if not already filled.
Okay. Water tank's filled over here.
And then turn on water pump switch.
This is where you fill it with water. If I'm going on a long trip, like a one-night trip, would be fine. I don't know how much water is left in here.
Do you usually pre-fill it?
I usually pre-fill here.
Yeah.
And I usually prime the. Here's the other thing: is this will hold 10 gallons.
Right.
But then when you fill up the water heater holds 6. So when you're done, you're down to 4 gallons here. So I fill up the water heater and then top this off again.
Okay.
It just depends. I usually like to have it ready to go at home, so I'm not messing with it wherever I'm going to
So
camp.
do you fill up the water heater and then refill it again and then hit the road?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you have
If
your
you did a
full
longer
capacity.
trip, I'm sure you probably fill it up when you get
Yeah.
closer, huh?
Yeah, and then we have a lot of times we did a lot of dispersed camping where there was no water where we're going, so we have 2 6-gallon water jugs we throw in the back of the truck, so we
We
have
have
plenty
those
of
too.
water with us.
So how do you fill up the water heater? Is that a dumb question?
We'll show you.
Is
So
that not?
this is filled with
I don't
water.
think we're there yet. We're skipping that.
Yeah, that was number 16. We were on number
No,
15.
we can do it in that order. That's fine. I just,
Yeah, the order's not as important now. If you're camping somewhere where there's electricity, you can plug in. So you don't need battery. You got a 30 amp and a 20 amp plug. You're
Nice.
somewhere there. We've only had electricity, I think, 3 times in our life. You can also hook it up to a garden hose. So if you're somewhere and like one time we
Power
were
and
camping
water.
at my sister's lake house in Wisconsin for 7 days.
Yeah.
There we were able to just plug in and hook a garden hose up to it. So so we had water.
We haven't done a lot of KOA camping yet, but
Yeah. But mostly we just did dispersed camping. Okay, we should do now that we put this down, we should do the Velcro around this dinette right here. Okay, we'll go back inside the camper now because we're pretty much done outside.
Yeah.
You would open up the shower here. That's going to be the round key, round key. And that just pulls out like this.
I missed how to get the water heater filled.
We're going to do that right now.
Oh, okay.
Inside.
So,
is
Since
that
I
just
thought
a
it was
shower for toddlers, or
Inmates.
you got to be really short?
I'll let you sit on top of my porta potty.
Gross.
When it's the it's closed. Let's
Gross.
slam the door.
Don't, Lori, don't slam the door.
I'll make you close and open it 10 times.
Bubba says Steph's doing that later today.
Yeah, I'll be probably the first one to do it, and after that, I'll probably be like, shit, I would have known. I know better than that.
When folding this kitchen up, just make sure it doesn't pinch anything. It looks like we're fine there.
Okay.
Sometimes there's fabric up here underneath it. You gotta whatever. Okay, over here is a pump switch.
I'm just gonna open this up to get some air.
Here's the pump switch. Here, you turn it on. You heard the.
So there's your pump switch over there.
And do you have to clean out the water tank at any point?
So I had a little problem with these faucets leaking.
A little leaky.
When you first use them, then once after a little while they stop.
Something about the pressure, huh?
I always turn the pump off when we're not going to be in the camper, just so.
Save power.
It doesn't say power, just in case something's leaking or somebody decides to come out and use your outdoor shower and use up all your water. If the pump's not turned on, they can't do that.
Smart.
Okay, so to prime the water heater, let's say I just filled up the water tank. And fill up the water tank all the way before you start turn the pump on. And once you turn the pump on, it should start running water. Let me go to some towel for that.
Did I miss how to prime the heater? Or
The heater you'll turn the hot water on,
okay.
and it will run out, it'll spit out air for a few minutes until there's 6 gallons of water in the water heater.
Oh,
And
okay.
once it starts running water out, you know,
You turn it off because then
Turn
you're
it
full.
off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
then the water heater's primed. And once the water heater's primed, then you can light it up. This switch down here turns on the water heater if you're plugged in the AC.
Okay.
Make sure that's always off unless there's water in the water heater. The water heater will be damaged if you turn it on and there's nothing in there. Same goes true for lighting it on gas. If you light it up on gas and there's no water in there, you can damage it. Let's see. Sometimes I have problems where I'll fill the water tank all the way up. Oh, let me show you where that is. So you know where some mechanical rooms on this thing. These are extra lights you can put up and plug in here. You can have this. We can hang this up over by the, works it pretty well. With this rack if you want. This is the bag that the outside stove goes in. Down in here is the mechanical room, if you will. There's your water heater right there.
Okay.
And the water tank is down underneath. There's the pump. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had times when I filled it all up with water, and I turn the pump on, and the pump just runs, and no water comes out. And so, what I actually have to do, and I'll show you this. It looks crazy, but it works great. Come out here. I know. I was just like, you can stay there. We'll be right back in. What I found I could do is pump won't prime. It's just running continuously, and I know I filled it up with water.
Mm-hmm.
I will actually cover up this vent hole and blow in here to pressurize the tank a little bit. So let's go, and I'll get it going.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like it just needs a little extra pressure on the pump to get running.
Huh.
And it's been like that ever since I've owned it, so I don't know if that's normal or not. But
Design defect or
you would think there'd be enough. You know why I think it is? It's because the water reservoir is down here and it's below the pump.
oh,
And so,
it's not getting
yeah,
gravity to help it
it'd be better if the reservoir was level with the pump and it would.
get siphoned up behind it.
You know that.
At least you know. So you can unbutton it one more.
And these just snap up here.
Yeah.
They slide in here. And
Oh, okay.
you can either put them above the beds, or a lot of times what we would do is we put one right here and use it for the kitchen.
That's a good idea.
Okay, what's next on my list?
Oh, get that out of here.
Start fridge.
She's fine.
Troy,
It's in here.
You did
it's
it
a
right.
jumping bug. Get it out.
You did like the prime gas lines already, right?
Just the box over here.
Yeah, until it gets on mom's head and she screams.
I was telling the ladies at the office the other day that I don't need no stinking man until there's a bug in the house, and then I need a man. So you had prime gas lines. We did that already, right?
Yes.
Start-
So here's the other thing
Prime
is
gas lines, yeah.
they're primed right now. So what I found is when I bring the camper out after having used it for a few months, I turn the gas on. It can take a little while for the gas to get to the appliances, and so and it can make trying to light the refrigerator and the water heater take a few minutes. So I usually like to do that before I go out on trips, so when I get to the campsite, everything just turns right on. The way I'll prime is first I'll come in here and turn this on and get it going. And it might take a couple minutes. So I know I got gas to this appliance. And then the furnace is right down there. And the furnace is actually located right by the refrigerator. This is a thermostat. I think we should look at that out right now. We need to look through all this stuff. All the manuals. Look at that in there. It's all the paperwork.
Okay.
All kinds of things. You'll probably want to look through that. This board here, why is there a board in there?
Makes it a drawer.
No, because when you get on rough roads, I've had problems with stuff bouncing out of this drawer and getting stuck behind the furnace. So I made this there, and that kind of keeps stuff from bouncing out.
Makes sense.
Are you an engineer?
I am.
Told you.
Called it.
That was an engineer call if I've ever seen it.
Okay, furnace down here. I think the thermostat, turn it on. The programmable thermostat. I'll wait till the furnace fires up and starts putting heat out, so I know that gas has made it to the furnace.
Is this just going all the time, or how is it?
This
You know,
it's not turned on yet,
there we go.
but this is the priming operation where I just want to make sure I got gas to it. You'll hear it fire up here in a second. They just lit up. Hear the flame come on. Okay, now we can go outside and light the appliances.
Don't slam the door, Troy.
This is your refrigerator.
Oh, so right now, Kyle, the extra keys are in here.
He's right here right now. You want him off? Want him right now?
No, we'll leave him on there.
Leave him on there?
Yeah.
So this is a three-way refrigerator. I'll run on gas, AC, or DC. So you've got a switch here that says which way you want to run it. DC will run your battery dead, so don't use DC except maybe when you're traveling and you're hooked up to the car. If you want to try to keep the refrigerator a little bit cool.
Okay.
DC just is not a very powerful mode to begin with, but it can help. Once everything's cooled down in there, it can keep things cool. AC is if you can plug in, or you want to pre-cool the refrigerator while you're at home.
Yeah.
Put in AC. gas is here. There's a knob here you turn. It's high and low. To prime this, there's a little window you look through here. Turn it to high, hold it down, and this can take a few minutes if it hasn't been used in a year. And you had the gas off. You look in there. You see a blue light come on in there. Once that blue light stays on, that blue flame stays on, you got to hold this for about 30 seconds, and that's because it's got to heat up to open the safety thing. So there's a deal in there where if the pilot blows out, it turns the gas off, just like your furnace in your house. So this is much like, or if you have a gas fireplace in your house, they work this way too, to get the pilot going.
How long will the battery last?
The thing that kills the battery is running this furnace.
So if you don't have the furnace on though?
It'll last for days.
Okay.
Okay, the flame went out. Did I run out of gas? Burners are still working.
Pretty excited about this.
Are you pretty excited too, Troy?
Yes. I'm in learning mode.
So that means he's a grumpy cat.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's still gas.
It's not the starter.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Yeah, close that little window there. Now, this thing, gas control, has a high and a low setting.
Mm-hmm.
What I found in Colorado, during the day, you usually have to have it on high. But if you leave it on high overnight, you'll have frozen food in the morning. So during the night, I turn it down to low. Because it's not thermostatically controlled. You got to kind of tell it how hard you want it to work. It's not staying, but maybe running low on gas. Switch tanks here. See, it has a sound like it's running out of gas. Let's go see if the water goes out. Similar thing, water heater has a pilot light. It's off, pilot on. So you go pilot, hold that down. This one's a pain, you gotta get in here, right in here. This one could take a while too.
Okay.
That's why I like it. I think we might be, I think we're out of gas. Switch tanks. Sorry about that. We're on some.
How many of your butt cracks hanging out?
Hopefully you're enjoying how it looks.
Mom's enjoying it more than I am.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with propane tanks are reverse threaded?
Maybe.
I had to switch tanks at 4 in the morning one time.
Oh goodness.
turn the gas off.
Yep.
These are reverse threaded, so you actually turn the opposite way you would anything else to unhook them.
Gotcha.
Opposite way you would ever do a screw. Why they did that, I don't know.
So is this is this specific to those tanks?
Now all propane tanks are like this. I need that back.
Steph, make sure we pack an adjustable wrench.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't put one in the kit for you.
Good. It does.
This one should have enough gas for one night. Unless you run the furnace all night long.
Right.
Yeah, so you were asking about the battery. Yeah, if you ran the furnace. So one time we were camping in Uray. It was really cold. We were there for 4 nights. And our kids were really little, like 4 or 5 years old. It was down below 40. We ran the furnace all 4 nights. And we ran the battery dead in 2 days. And we had to plug into the car. And we ran through one whole tank of gas. And it went out at 4 in the morning. I was out here swapping tanks.
Yeah.
4 in the morning to get the furnace running again.
Headlamps, flashlights.
Have everything. Sally. Just got the toolbox.
Now you can see how long it takes to prime since we changed the tank.
Right. Priming sounds like the biggest chore.
This is the worst part. And if you have to, that's why I don't like to do it at the campsite. If it's windy outside, this thing, the pilot will blow out on this thing.
Okay.
So like if it's really windy during the day and you come back and you're worried about hot water. Yeah, so we're just out of gas.
Plenty of methane coming out of that.
Okay, so again, I hold the pilot down for about 30 seconds. And I let go of the knob. The pilot should stay on.
Is it pretty visible?
Yeah, you want to come look at it?
Stephanie's quite down there.
Yeah. This is probably going to be like your chore for this.
You gotta look here, because you guys see this. You gotta know exactly where to put this. To light it down. This is the pilot. I come in right down in here and light it down in there like that. Okay. You see that little blue flame in there? You can hear it.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
This is by far the most miserable thing on this camper to get going.
Right. It's right underneath it. Hit it. Yep.
So then, once it's running, you turn it on. Oh, load it up. It's starting to heat the water up. Okay, now this guy over here should run now. Stay lit this time.
That sounded nice and healthy.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
Flicker.
It's like it was gasping for air
Yes.
before,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause we didn't have enough gas pressure.
Has your skin been really dry this week? That's been terrible. Wow, look at that.
What's that?
Bunch of birds.
It's like a lot of your head.
Alfred Hitchcock.
We were on vacation. We both got hit by a seagull at the same time a couple weeks back.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's a sign.
Yeah, he ricocheted off of her and hit me. So.
And the whole time we were talking, like the day before, we were like, careful not to get shit on by a bird. And then all of a sudden, I thought something just hit me. And then he's like, bitch. And he goes, oh, it got on me too.
Mouth like a sailor on that one.
I learned it from her.
She was a sailor. Back in the 80s.
He was a rebel.
Still going?
Yep. do over here is we'll turn this water heater back off and don't burn up your precious gas for the night.
Good call.
Turn it back to pilot. All right, what's next on the list?
So you can drive with it on pilot?
Hmm?
Can you drive with it on pilot?
I've done. You're not supposed to.
wouldn't
I
want to,
usually
but-
shut the gas off when I'm driving.
Probably a good call, just in case.
Just in case. Some people will drive with the. But here's the thing: if you are running these appliances while you're driving, you need to shut them down before you go into a gas station.
Yeah, fumes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's open flames.
Yeah.
And so you can't be in a gas station with these things running.
How about we just not do it while we're driving?
I'd say that's probably a great idea.
So the next is auxiliary interior lights, dinette table, outdoor stove, outdoor shower, screen room.
Got the shower.
Outdoor shower is pretty straightforward.
Always love hearing the pump go. Get that air out.
No, we won't have any hot water there. All right, let's go inside and look at some last.
Yeah,
Good practice.
this is good practice.
Yeah, these faucets leak a little bit when you first use them until the O-rings get seated on them.
Mm-hmm.
I just replaced the O-rings.
Yeah, you just need a little bit of moisture expand out a bit.
Yeah, I think so.
My dad says he wants to.
I've always had like a washcloth lying around in case.
Oh, we have plenty of, with 2 dogs, we always have washcloths.
Okay. All right. Dinettes. Most of the rest of the stuff probably pretty self-explanatory. This could be a bed. Which we probably won't be using it as a bed for unless it's bolted. I mean, you can't do it like this. It's a bed that one goes there.
Be the dog.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd be the
Yeah,
perfect
you know
size for
what?
Daisy.
Our dogs end up climbing on the in bed with us.
Well, we have a Saint Bernard, so she
Oh.
cannot sleep with us. She'll come up for a little while, then she leaves. Okay.
We're smart. We just teach them to lay there. I know. It'll be interesting to see where Bruce wants to sleep with Auntie Lauren.
Probably with me because
That's-
Decker will be there.
Bed mode.
Okay.
Um, table is just up.
And then this right here turns into a bed as well, right?
What's that?
Right here? Or is that just
No, that's not a bed.
Okay.
So you can sleep. I say you can sleep up to 8 in here, 3 on each end and 2 here. I slept here last time with three guys there, and me on this.
Smart move.
Yeah.
It's my camper.
We
I'll
were,
sleep by myself,
yeah,
right?
we were out on a mountain bike trip, and they all had tents, and then this blizzard came in, and we decided that they all wanted to sleep somewhere warm. And we did run the furnace all night. These things here,
Yep.
they hook inside here. This comes up. Down in there like that.
Green on top.
Same thing on this side. You got 2 little knobbies there. Okay, you hook on the inside of this so it can slide out and this comes up. That provides support for the back of the chair. These are just 2 cushions we use over here.
Yeah.
Which, frankly, we never used them. We just stored them somewhere, but you can do that. Okay, what else?
You have screen room.
Yeah, I don't even know how to set that up anymore. Let's see what's in here. Let me find some. That's the bypass the water heater. I don't know what that's for. And it's Steelers. Here's your orange manual. You can try the screen. That might be kind of fun.
What is this screen?
Is it like off of the
It,
out here?
it
so you-
encloses the awning.
So if you have like if you're in Florida and
Or if
Yeah.
you're at the last place we were at with Dylan and Luke, that place is awful with bugs.
We've never used it in Colorado. We used it in Wisconsin. We're by a lake. I don't
Just
know.
use that bug thing. I got you.
Okay.
Oh, here's the instructions on the thermostat down there.
Nice.
That's on the axle. Next, when you get ready, when you need new wheels, that's when you should also have the axle service. They'll repack the bearings, or you can do it yourself. This was the AC water heater added to that. This is how the water tank pump system. This is Suburban next to water heater. Washing instructions. And
Or dry clean.
installation instructions.
I'm gonna go grab water out of the truck.
Outside the door.
Fabric. Anything gets dirty. You might guess.
And this is for how to operate the canopy or install it. Oh, down there's a CO2 detector that
Oh,
detects gas leaks.
Yep.
It'll start beeping at you if there's gas in here. It'll also start beeping at you if your battery's low.
Okay.
Because it has a low battery warning on it.
Okay.
And I think there's a reset button on it. But if you hear it beep, 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 it may be because your battery's low.
Okay.
Let's see what it says. There we go.
It feels pretty good even with that light breeze in here now.
You don't want to open all the windows. You're going to be in there during the day and it's sunny.
Thank you.
Are you still filming?
Here's the instructions on the weight distribution hitch. I actually looked at the manual on your
What's that?
truck. I don't think you have to use people that store their camper somewhere, take their batteries with them back home and hook a trickle charger to them.
Okay.
And just keep them.
Well, my Honda sat outside all last winter and it expanded
Ooh,
and car wouldn't start. We ended up finding out that was the reason. This will make more sense
Water
to you.
cells.
What are you giving this to me for?
Because you're gonna be setting it up.
I don't need no screen room.
I don't need
a
it.
picture of it too.
I'll just go pull it out of the bag. I'm curious to see what it looks like. Again.
Oh, we can try to put it up.
You can try.
I
I don't know if it will go up with unless we secure the canopy better. Maybe. I got cement blocks.
We have Steph's birthday presents for him.
Yeah,
What's
he
that?
got me one of those big Coleman screen rooms
Uh-huh.
that has this. It's an octagon shape.
Oh, that'll probably be easier to set up too.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah. Yeah, you just take two people, walk in separate directions, throw the top on, and
It's pretty cool.
it's easy. It's just heavy. That's the only thing.
What else? Anything else in here? Or are we to the end of my list?
You're to the end of the list now,
Okay.
and then it says to tear down, do the opposite, but
Yeah.
there was some additionals.
Yeah, there's some tricks, some things, some watch stores when you're taking it back down.
Water tank.
Here's a, this is a coat hanger. So one of the things to watch for when we take it down is make sure you put that back up. How are we doing in time?
We're okay.
You are?
Yep, we're good.
Get you out of here before you get stuck in Air Force football traffic.
Yeah, we saw it
Yeah.
coming down, and I was thankful that we made this room. Oh, so there's the Velcro for the screen room we talked about.
I don't seem to be too enthused about the screen room.
No, I wouldn't even mess with the screen room unless you're going to be camping for a few days. Because you always got to ask how much time do you invest in.
Yeah.
We almost always try to do the canopy because of rain.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
the stove. Show you the
You need to
stove.
get like a little.
Well, it probably keeps the camper cooler too.
Just need to get like a little doormat. We got some nose hairs that you need to trim.
I like them there.
There's a guy at Kelly's wedding and his nose hairs were like creeping out, and Troy was like, I couldn't stop staring at him.
Restroom that I could use.
You're happy she asked.
She beat me to it.
Don't slam the door.
10 times. Like I think I told you when you looked at it, we always cooked outside. We knew
Yeah,
that.
because you said it's a faster
It's a
burn.
faster burner, and you don't lose that space inside, so it slides on over there. Down here's your gas outlet.
Okay.
Unscrew the cap. It pushes in. This is a normal thread, not like a piece.
Where was that sucker at? Inside or?
Yeah, it was
It
inside.
was stored with the
Oh,
mechanics.
okay.
You can store it wherever you like to store it. I always stored it under the dinette, but you get to decide where you want to store stuff.
Yeah, well, better to learn from other people's experience than
Right.
Exactly.
have to go through it yourself.
This thing cranks.
Cool.
Excellent. I like
It's
coffee.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, it doesn't heat
No more
up.
burning percolators.
I
So we're gonna have to
we
set
cook
everything
big
up
pots
today.
of corn on this thing.
Oh, wow. Right.
You know, I mean, this thing will
Go, go, huh?
it cranks out.
Oh yeah.
Sounds
A
like
lot
it.
more than inside. And I think that's because the ones that are inside, they have to keep them tamed down. 'Cause
Right,
it
kinda
was still
regulate
wanna-
it
Yeah, you don't
for
want to
fire
get too hot in
purposes.
there or cause carbon monoxide or something like that. So,
So Troy, you said that the carbon monoxide detector is by that bed,
Yeah.
and it'll beep if there's either carbon monoxide or if the battery's low.
okay,
Get
I'm
fucked
gonna use
off.
the bathroom. Follow me.
Would you?
Oh, thank
Bye,
you.
ladies.
Really hard ground, and it's not always easy to hit.
Yeah, these won't hold in a windstorm.
Oh, they won't.
No, you have to nail down. These aren't heavy enough. This is just to hold it for hopefully strong enough for you to mess around with the screen room. Okay, I have no idea what we're doing here.
That's alright.
So long.
Well, there's you can see the Velcro all the way
Yep.
around.
I suppose we probably need a step stool, huh?
You shouldn't do the screen room because then you're gonna have to put it back in the bag. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Kim, look at him. He's cooking up the thing. It's hot.
3 days.
Can't be any worse than rolling up a
Let's grab it and pull it away out in the street.
Yeah, let's use such a good one there.
Well, I know what
Oh,
this
it's
is.
got
This
parts.
is the skirt.
These-
The skirt somehow goes.
Oh, at the bottom, huh?
We gotta figure out stuff for the controller cable, how to get it to stay up there, like tape or something. Because it'll get in the way.
We got some. Do you guys got some?
The skirt somehow
Velcro
goes
ties?
down there on Velcro.
We have a
Okay.
bunch of zip ties.
Well, zip tie you'd have to cut every time, though, right?
Just leave it plugged in.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like from the trailer to the thing.
Oh, no.
You mean there's wire on the truck itself that's like hanging down?
Yeah, you wanna go look at it? It's on there.
This way, I think.
It's a controller.
Oh, and the.
Yeah,
it-
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not such a good engineer after all.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of
Oh, you
engineer?
know what? I bet the pole
Oh, yeah.
goes through there and holds it in.
Oh yeah.
Let me try that.
We'll do one side at a time.
You know that?
Yes.
This is going to be a 3-person job.
Yeah.
There we go.
enough.
Well, it looks like there's walls to it, right? This is why I never set it up because it's so much.
We don't need. Should we worry about the middle one?
No, we're just looking at how to do it. So that looks pretty obvious. You do the metal one, then you do the Velcro, right?
Yeah.
Now these probably just tie around the poles,
Yeah.
be my guess.
Agreed, and then it all zips in.
Or
Those flip over.
have to look at the instructions really. Oh yeah, see there's
that.
I don't know if it comes around the outside or the outside. Come on out. Maybe it does, you know.
Does that corner run? Does the pole run through the corner there? Those two hoops.
What? I'm just wondering how it's secured.
That's when you
Oh,
if it went.
is that a hole or is that
That's
just a knot? Right.
have fun with this.
I'm not putting this up.
Instructions.
She probably wants to have it up so she can have a potty in there.
That would be a good
I
place
told
for
her
it.
I had to be far away from the
This wall
camper.
goes on this side.
Oh, this is actually cute. It's more about the poles that might make it difficult.
And this, if I remember right, just ties around
Does it go the other way, I think? The black on the outside?
That's a
That?
good question. Yeah, so that one goes on the,
Oh yeah, and then that part goes through that pole.
oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So that would actually slide it over there. Okay, now we got this one.
That's okay. We don't need to actually put up
See,
the
that would
bungee.
go there.
And then that zips.
Yep, and that zips. And then there's,
Then you roll up this. We don't need to put all up. That's pretty.
ah,
Well, I think it said in the directions to put this on first before you crank it up.
okay.
That's pretty easy though. Yeah, and then it zips all the way, and then you roll this up.
Oh yeah, see, here's a hook here for this.
Oh, okay.
That hook's there. I don't see those. I don't see what this is supposed to Velcro to. Oh, it Velcros to here.
Oh, okay.
See?
Oh, right.
There. Okay. Right, the zipper. So there we go. So it goes like that.
And then you tie this over the pole.
Yep.
So it hangs.
Yep.
Okay.
And the other side would be the same thing.
Oh.
So
That's pretty easy.
that's kind of that. So I forgot it was 3 pieces. I was thinking it was 1 piece. Makes more sense. It's easier to set up. And let's go lay this back down. Lines up.
She's inside BS, by the way.
Caught it. Triple check all this stuff before you leave. Okay, now, what I usually do is I back up and my wife stands here and she shows me about how far I am
Yeah.
from the tongue and tells me whether I need to go right or left.
Okay.
So if you need to go right, you turn your steering wheel right. You need to go left, left. What you want is you want the ball toward the front, like right about up there.
Because we can pull the trailer around the cage, right?
Yeah. If you put it back here, if the ball's too far back, it catches on the lap down here and you won't get it on.
Okay.
Yay.
So
This is
when
all
we
trust
start
here.
yelling.
This is where the damage is going to occur. And you just don't put your hands or anything near that area as he's moving. And now show them the distance with your hands. There you go.
A little bit more? This is my first time doing this, so.
Well, see, it's about how much. Let's try it. Lower it on.
I would imagine it's going to be easy with where you guys are going to put it, because it's going to be a straight shot too.
It's going to be easy to pull it out of the spot. It's going to be a pain in the ass to put it in.
Was that enough?
Yeah, another inch would be good. But There's a
Move
little
it.
trick here. You put it in reverse
Yeah.
and just let it. It's going to drop right on there.
Yeah.
So, or we can just try to push it up. On.
Yeah, we can probably push it up pretty easily.
Yeah,
It blocks out. No, leave that chalk there. You want that chalk.
Because if it rolls back, you only have the front.
So we're pushing back.
Take this whole jack all the way up. You ever use those? Those work?
No, they were on sale $1.50 at King Soopers.
I've always
so
seen
we
them,
picked
but I
them
never
up.
tried them.
They were $15 before. We're like, I don't know.
Maybe they don't work.
Maybe they do. I keep seeing stuff up. Oh, they don't work.
This, you need to fold it up. Don't forget to do that. You'll latch in. This thing likes to flop around, so what I do is lots of bunches. Okay, now you need to latch to the ball here.
Because I don't remember. This is just the.
You're not gonna need that. Turns out with your truck.
Yeah, so the ball.
So pull the top
the pin's in there.
safety pin. Make sure you put that back in.
Yep. There we go. Cutter.
Yep.
Yeah, too far. Okay, outlet.
Let's see how you look. You look pretty level, right? Looks like we have the hitch about the right height.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. So they hook in here like this. They cross over into here.
Crisscross.
Keep them from bouncing out. Like, usually I'm able to do this on my older cars. But if you do that, it'll catch them here when you go around turns. It'll
Okay.
damage things. It'll bend these. So yours is just like my Toyota. What I've had to do is hook it under like this, and then take a little hook like this,
Together.
and that holds it together so those don't come pulling out of it.
Okay.
That's what I did with my Tundra.
Makes sense.
Now they still pop out of there. Worst thing to do is they pop out and fall out and you lose them. Somebody else runs over them and gets a flat tire.